With the 15th anniversary of Minecraft and its recent 1.21 update, I've seen a wave of new players, many of them adults, joining the community to discover how a ragtag indie game had the staying power to become a decade-and-a-half global phenomenon. But for all its charm and potential, the same sandbox style that grants it such appeal can also be a double-edged sword, with a huge learning curve for an inexperienced player. If that's you, you're in the right place, and welcome to Minecraft Caves Notes. The goal of this series is to create a library of easy-to-digest guides for understanding the basics of the Minecraft world. Things like how monsters spawn, what types of terrain and friendly creatures exist, types of movement and travel, and the physics of a world where stone stays put in midair and water can be replicated. Well, you finally built that little house on the prairie. How do we make sure that we keep it safe? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Mob spawning, and how to keep mobs from spawning. There are actually several different ways that mobs can spawn, but one of the most common ones is just random spawning. And although this works a little bit differently in both Java and Bedrock Edition, there are some similarities that we can talk about. Here in the center of this ring, this armor stand with iron armor represents you, the player. Starting with this orange line here, at about 16 blocks, mobs will be able to detect the player and move to attack you. Just outside of 24 blocks is where mobs can actually spawn in relation to the player. Within this red circle, as long as you are standing in that spot where the armor stand is, no mobs will spawn. But outside the circle, mobs will be able to spawn normally. At a distance of 32 blocks or more from the player, mobs may randomly despawn, depending on certain time-based rules in each edition. Now in Java, zombies follow a different detection range than the rest of mobs, and they can detect the player at 35 blocks away. Though I haven't created a circle here, you can see just how far that is from the player. It's quite a distance. On Bedrock specifically, simulation distance is what sets how mob spawning works and how far away some of these numbers are. At the lower simulation setting of 4, the despawning range is at 44 blocks. Now on Java Edition and on Bedrock, if the simulation is higher, despawning occurs way out at the 128 block mark, which is quite a ways away from the player. But keep in mind that all this space in here, between the outer green line and the blue line, mobs may randomly despawn. While I have these demonstrated using circles, it's important to note that these are actually spheres, which means these same distance limitations also apply vertically and in any direction as well. So for example, as you're walking along the surface, these spheres are also extending underground into the caves where mobs may be spawning under you. They are not confined just to horizontal space. One other way that mobs can spawn is by monster spawners. These are typically going to be found in zombie, spider, or skeleton variants. However, other types of monster spawners do exist in certain areas, certain structures. When a player is within 16 blocks of a monster spawner, the spawner will light up and it will begin spawning mobs. If a player steps out of this range, we can see that the spawner goes silent. Now for most monster spawning to occur, mobs typically need 3 things. They need light, or technically lack of light. They need space, and they need surface. We'll talk about surface first. In general, mobs can spawn on the tops of any solid, non-transparent block. To understand what that means, solid in this case refers to the top face of the block being completely closed off. In this case, for example, a slab can be placed on either the top or bottom half of an air cube. These are known as bottom slabs. And Okay, I think it's that time. Hello, Demama, Stormy's girlfriend. Welcome. It's a little bit weird for me in here. I decided to put a fan over in the corner. You let me know if you can hear it. I tested it. I think it should be okay. But like our UK peeps over there, it's no AC here, so when it gets a little bit warm, I don't want to look like a stuck pig. So happy Sunday. Let's jump over. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, Mediocre's here, and Mexican Grumpy Pants made it. All right, MGP, good to see you. Yeah, your own fan. Yeah, because you're probably... Your day, I guarantee, is hotter than mine. I will say that. So, you all have seen the thumbnail. You know that, I think today we're looking at some farms. And while the primary goal of this series has always been to like test new things out, play around with the snapshots and stuff like that, I think the secondary goal really is to get some building done, but I'm running into some issues. And one of the first ones is I've got 35 rockets left, and that's all that I have because I just kill creepers from time to time, and that's not good enough. So I started working on this thing over here, and it's I'm gonna let it oxidize so that becomes green instead of orange. But oh, DJ Brunch is here. Welcome. And Andy. Oh, Andy made it today too. All right, we got a good crowd to start off. Super cool. Well, for those of you who didn't make it last week, we did try to do a raid, and it failed miserably because the pillagers kept getting stuck underground, and it took me so long to find them that it timed out. But I did manage to come off with a few totems. The dad is here. The mom is here. That's a lot of people today. So much pressure. Well, I guess I better come over here and get started. I also went and grabbed a bunch of cats. Because that's the first thing we gotta do today, is mess around with some cats. And because I know my audience here, I will say that I'm looking at potentially up to 3 farms today. And although they are optimized for Java, I'm pretty sure all of them do work on Bedrock. They're just probably going to be far less efficient and might need some tweaks. So if you're curious about anything, ask me. I will tell you what I know. But first things first, I realized that the sort of like column part of this mountain here looked perfect for fitting a creeper farm. So I ended up working on that. Oh, I did. I read that as I heard them. How did I herd them all? Oh my gosh. I just grabbed 2 and I bred them down on the shore down there. And then I brought them up. In fact, the reason we have water right here is just temporary to keep them from getting distracted. Because cats like to ignore you if they run across a bed or a chest. And I think, don't quote me on this, a furnace. And they'll sometimes just sit on it. And I don't want to do that. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to start with, I think we're going to start with 4 of these guys. And we're going to bring them inside here. And some of you probably seen a farm like this before. But this is 5 layers of an sort of an interlocking hourglass shape. And what goes on in here is the trapdoors up top keep all too high mobs from spawning. The only thing that can spawn in here is creepers and spiders. And the carpets are placed just so to stop the spiders. See if these guys will teleport up to me. And then we use the cats to scare the creepers into the hole. The problem is going to be... Oh, okay, good. There's one. Can we get them over here? Come on, come on. Oh, this is going to be interesting, though, trying to get them all. I might have to... I might have to go up higher to try and get them to teleport in.
Or I guess I could do the lead thing. Will that work? Is that even gonna work? Hold on, let's start by going over here for a second. Come on, kitties. Come on, kitties. You could do it. Alright. We're starting off wonderfully. Okay. Maybe if we go up a level higher. Can we do that? Okay. Well, we can do that. We can make that work. Because if you come with me and don't fall off, you're gonna fall off. Okay, hold on. Come across to this side. Yep. Okay, we got one. Oh, he jumped across. Will you come this way? Can you come over here? Please? Yeah, there you go, DJ. Herding cats. Not totally sure why I thought doing this first would be a good idea. See what happens if we try to... Will you walk on scaffolding? No, no, no. Yep, yep. There you go. The upper layers should be a little bit easier, because the problem with the bottom one is how close they are. Yeah, just don't hit the wrong button. Come on, kitty. Alright, because right now we're up on the 3rd layer. I need these all down on the 1st layer. So what we're going to try and do here... This is the only one that came to the right spot. Is we're going to very gently push them down the hole. There. And we need these two. Okay, so he's ready to go. But all the other ones went higher, so we're gonna have to kind of do this twice. You go down there. You go down there. Come on. Come on. Down a hole. Down a hole, kitty. Ah, yes. The only game that I am aware of where you would push cats down into 1-block holes. Isn't Minecraft great? Okay. But they are level 2 high. I need one lower, so honestly, what we're gonna try and do is just drop them. Okay, scaffolding. So, if we do this... There you go. Now they're in the right place. Okay, you... Whoop! Oh, I almost forgot. Forgot to cover that one up. Yes, Stormy. I know all about that. I did watch your video. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, we've done one layer. In this case, Damama, it is 21 block holes. 2. I really planned to do this as just a layer or 2. And when I saw the size of this mountain, I thought, oh, that's going to be perfect to just go all the way up. And who knows, maybe... I actually think the orange looks okay. So, you know... If it oxidizes and we think it looks better orange, I'll bring it back. Tato and Tranquil, welcome. I don't think I missed anybody. I think I caught everybody when they were coming in. Tranquil, we are working on... yes, Tato, a torture chamber. That's actually accurate enough. We're going to be torturing creepers. So we have a 20-cell... creeper farm that we're gonna finish off real quick. I did most of it by myself because I think digging this whole thing out probably took 2 hours. So now what we want to do, we want to take these guys up to the 3rd level. Getting lost here. I don't actually love scaffolding. And we're going to push them down into the second level. Okay, so you stay there. Somebody come across with me here. Yep. You can go there. Somebody else needs to come over here. Anybody gonna come this way? Yeah, exactly. Love-hate relationship with scaffolding. If you saw my Happy Guest video, you know that ultimately I kind of feel like scaffolding just like it's okay, but it's just I don't think it was quite what intended. See, I didn't even think about that. I'll just take these guys through the wall. This is all inside, it doesn't matter. Come on. Come on. No, come this way. All the way. All the way. Over here. Okay, fine. In case you were wondering, this is why I keep dogs in real life. Yeah, and you know, Andy kind of makes a good point too there, because although I don't love it for either edition, it's worse on Java, because since you have to bridge backwards, it's very difficult to place that block that you need. So most people, honestly, because of the time it takes to collect it, just use dirt. So no, the scaffolding, Tato, the scaffolding will go away. We're just using it right now to get the cats in here. Makes it easier for me during this part, because this is the slightly tedious bit. Yeah, there's a lot of... I do think there's a lot of good uses for scaffolding, and I actually have a plan for part of our build over here to use it, but really that's, for me, that's more of like a ladder. I just want a ladder with a solid top. I like it for that. The other thing is, early on, it's expensive. You know, until you have like a string farm. The bamboo's not too hard once you get it, right? It grows fast. But it takes a lot of string too. Okay. 2 layers done. So the trapdoors, I think Tranquil, I think you popped in right after I was explaining that part. But the ones on the top, the ones on the ceiling, keep everything from spawning except for the creepers and the spiders, and the carpets keep the spiders from spawning. So the only thing that can actually show up in here is the creepers. And then the cats are up 1 block so that they're right at eye level for the creepers. And then, of course, in here, once I get the scaffolding... No, don't fall off! Don't fall off! There you go. Once I get the scaffolding moved out... what was I saying? Once I get the scaffolding... Oh, these will trick the creepers into thinking this is a block they can pathfind on and walk right down into the water stream. Okay, let's just... I've learned this. Let's just do it this way. Come here. Should probably do this too. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So this, when I first discovered this design a while back, it was like an hourglass shape. So it's just 2 cells per level, and I realized that because of the shape, I could actually interlock it to have 4, because the block count works perfectly. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? But this is the worst part. Cats don't always like to do what they're told. I guess Minecraft got that right, too. Okay, and... yeah, literally. Literally herding cats. Okay, will you follow me around here? A little bit farther. Come on. Come over here. There you go. Nope. Then again, my dogs don't always do what they're told either. So, you know, no hate to cats. I actually do love them. I love them, but I'd rather have them from kittens. I would rather that they grew up with me. Personal preference. Well, Mexican Grumpy Pants, you know, if you forget your left from your right, then I could see that being an issue. Speaking of, though, did y'all happen to catch Tranquil Rampage, like, just clobbering a trident drowned in the face? Like a boss? I could see that, mediocre. Alright, let's see. Will you guys just come this time? Okay, one in here. One in here. Oh no. Yeah, it was definitely a pretty dangerous thing to do, Tranquil, but I was still impressed. I mean, that was quite brave. You might be braver than me. Stormy, I love your subtle way of saying that something has definitely happened. So the last set of 4 cats is going to be a little bit more of a pain because I don't have empty space up above here. So I've got to figure out... I might have to dig up just a little bit. Alright, well, I won't tell you anything else. Just that I think you will enjoy Tranquil's video. I think it was a very, very excellent entry, especially finally getting to hear your voice. Alright, let's see. How are we going to do this? Let's just break some things for a second and see if maybe we can get up here. Oh, so this goes all the way out. All right, so this one shouldn't be too hard. What about on the other sides here? Okay. We can maybe make a little spot temporarily. See if we can just get a cat to teleport up in there or something. Because I'm also trying to kind of preserve the look of the mountain as I build on it. I really do. I like to work with the terrain. Okay, this here is probably going to open up to the outside too, huh? Yeah. Oh, and it's nighttime. Okay. Let's sleep. Okay, so 2 of these are going to be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and take care of those. Oh, DJ Brunch, the cat sounded like it was saying no. No, yeah. They're probably like that. Tranquil, just real quick for you, by the way. So this is Java, but this is what I leave mine on when I'm doing these streams. So, you can come back to that if you ever want to pause it. Just if you're curious, but definitely play around with it and see, because it's going to depend on how loud you talk and everything. And you'll find what's right for you. So what we're going to do for this one is we're just going to fly up and try to put this cat down in there. We'll start on this side. There you are. Okay. There we go. And then... Oh, it was that one, but I didn't bring another cat. Can I just climb up there? No. I don't really want to get up there with water right now because I've got torches all over this place to try and solve my infestation problem. Alright, there you are. Come this way, though. I can't push you from there. Come here. Come on. Bring any fish with me? No? Okay. Oh. Oh, of course. Of course you would. Get over here. Silly cat. Oh, Frank! Oh, it's good to see you back. Well, let me catch up on chat. Yep, absolutely. Anyhow, it's good to see you, buddy. I don't know if you got to catch up on what we did last week or anything like that, but it feels like it's been forever, doesn't it? Stormy, I would agree. I think it is definitely more important to focus on your system and then your mic. Although I know the dad will tell you audio is a big deal, but there's a lot of things you can do with just a basic mic. Like, you don't have to have the best stuff out there. He's alive. Okay, can you come up here? How are we gonna do this one? Shoot, I don't even know what to do with this guy. Maybe if I put a block up here, will he walk up the block? Okay, you go over here. Here's what we're gonna do. You go over here. Oh yeah, yes, exactly, yes. No. Come on. Why did I choose to do the most painful thing first? I don't know. What about this? Now will you... Here. Come over here, cat. Come over here. Oh my goodness. Stay there. Okay. Okay. Now, what did I do up in here? How much did I do? Okay. One more. One more, and then we can cover this up and And I can show you that it works. I mean, I hope it works. Watch it not work. It's fine. Everything is fine. Well, easier depends on your definition. I actually think I will do the most dangerous one last. Whether or not it's easier, I guess, kind of depends. So let's do this one like we did the other one. That was... I wish I had thought of that before. Oh, yeah, yes, 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 no. Just, you... Torch cat. I need, like, the dancing parrot meme. Okay, do you need to be standing, or will you... Can I just drag you over here? Will you... If I drag him, will he jump up there while he's sitting? Probably not. Okay, we'll do that a different way then. Yeah. Come on. Come on. No. No. Go to your home, cat. Get in your home. Anybody gonna try and watch Happy Gilmore 2? Okay, can you please, you're my last one. Just behave. Just behave. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. What if I show you that it's safe up here? Will you come up? Okay, that might work. I think we can work with that. That's a good idea. I actually didn't think about that. Slabs. Oh, but now I can pull him sitting. Nope, what? This is the most acrobatic cat I've ever seen in Minecraft. Come on. Come on already. Alright, let's... Okay. So, the version of this that I have in my primary world, I built entirely outside, which is a lot easier because then you just go up to the roof to do this part. So this is a problem of my own making, but I'm really trying to focus on learning better aesthetics, and so once I had the vision in mind, I decided that I was going to do it, whether it was difficult or not, you know? So, alright. Now we just need to go cover up. We need to fix all the things we broke. Wait. Oh, that's because that's these right here. Okay. So you're good on this side. Alright. And then you over here... We can do these last two from the outside, I think. So we just need to make sure that everything looks good in here. I have an extra cobblestone. Oh, I probably pulled it out of the ceiling. That's fine. We can use this. It's not that big of a deal. Nobody's coming back here. Nobody's going to see inside. Okay, let's close things up up top. And then, let's see. And then I'll probably want to put the water in down here before I remove all the torches and the scaffolding and stuff. So, almost there. Still have a contingent of villagers living over here. I had to borrow some and take them back over there to the village because we kind of destroyed that village trying to do a raid last week. Shh, Dad. Shh. Okay, we can just put dirt on this side. Yeah, I would like to. I would like to have it all even and whatnot, but it would mean destroying more of the mountain in the process and then having to rebuild it. So I decided to just kind of leave the inside. Yeah, Andy, I feel the same way. There's a lot of things I can do in this game, but I still feel very, very amateur when it comes to like certain building things. And that's why my biggest project is all about like terraforming and actually building a few things as well. And I started that honestly because I just wanted to force myself to get better. Okay, so this in here is like that and like that and then like that. Perfect. Okay, and I know why we have those extras here because of these top four. We didn't need them in the top. So water. I need water. One of these days I'm going to jump off of here without wearing my wings just because I'm going to forget. Ow. So, okay, all the cats are in, which means what we can do, let's make like a temporary water source. This looks fine right here. Yeah, some of this stuff, I think one of my biggest struggles is that I'm impatient. And so I'll be trying to to just do everything in survival when the best builds come when you can actually take a moment, step away, go jump into a test world and kind of see what you have to work with. Because it's really easy sometimes to forget what what your options are. Nope, that didn't work. So Damama, but that's why I started that project. And as you may notice, there's actually not a lot of like buildings. It's mostly terraforming. But even the few things that I did that I do really like, I mean, that was why I did it. If I put water down here, is this going to destroy the scaffolding? I'm kind of scared about that. I might remove the torches first, actually. But before we do that, if I start having creepers come down here, I better have the disposal system ready. So I need campfires, and I think that's the one thing that I didn't make and carry with me. So we need to go down. If you see me constantly opening my inventory, it's because I'm paranoid that I'm not wearing my wings. Oh yeah, there are so many good builders out there. I mean, obviously we know the YouTubers, but I mean, to be fair, we have people on the Dadlands that are pushing that level too. You know, they're just not content creators. We can use this. I have coal, I have sticks. I just need 3 of them. Okay, I've got enough. And then I'm gonna want some stone. We can put our extra logs away. We don't need them right now. So let's just get some stone out. What's up, buddy? One of these days we need to take a happy ghast into the end. Kind of looking forward to when I can update my Arc Dimension world with that and use the happy ghast in the end. I think that will be amazing. Okay, here we go. I think it's time to pull down the torches on every level. You know what? Maybe we'll put the chest plate on just in case. Okay, we don't need that in here anymore. Fill it with a block of stone. Okay. This makes me a little nervous. I know that I've got a certain radius where they won't spawn, but it is big enough that I'm a little scared. I know, yes, it is about to rain. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I'm super nervous about this. I think I'm gonna do the water, and if it does mess up the scaffolding, I'll just pillar back up. Yeah, I will flip the trapdoors, but not until I'm 100% ready with everything that's going on down here. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so it didn't break the scaffolding. All right, that's good. That means that I can do this the way I prefer to do it. Okay, so that one will fill in when we get rid of the scaffolding. And then the fires are going to go there. But if I put them down now, I'm going to hurt myself badly, aren't I? It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Okay. If they do explode on me, at least they'll be in the water. Actually, I just realized part of my issue here is I should just not even bother collecting the torches. That'll make this a lot less scary. If I just stay in the middle, I think I'll be close enough that they can't spawn. What's the worst that can happen? Oops. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whatever. Oh boy. One of the other things we could do too not me checking up top every 2 seconds. Let's okay, all right. Let's see. Close that one from there. I don't... Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. Let's just put a temporary light right there. Just a couple of temporary lights. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Trapdoors, everything's shut. Everything's good to go. Let's get out of here. Okay, water's filled in. Let's get our campfires ready. And then let's fill that in like there. And then maybe later we'll do a row of glass. Are you serious? Did I seriously miss a trapdoor? I hope that's not the case, because they're coming. That's okay. It may slow it down. I'll break in from the side sometime and fix it. But I mean, as you can see, so the top layer is already spawning them. This will work faster if I move farther away, because all layers will spawn on it. But yeah, I'll just have to go back for that. It's too dangerous right now. All right. Oh, but if I left that trapdoor open on the top, I'm probably going to have spiders spawning in there. Yeah, we're not going to worry about it at the moment. Let's just, let's go take a look at our next one. After we sleep. And actually, let's get some more rockets. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I will go back and break a hole in the top at some point, but already, I mean, in a matter of seconds, I've got 12 gunpowder, so I feel a lot better. I should have no problem keeping my rockets filled now. Oh, man. I forgot that's the hard part about doing it inside, the nerve-wracking piece of not being able to retreat to the outside. Okay, that should be good for now. So I've got all this paper over here. That is a classic, but it still works, and it still works well, so you know, I'd love to decide to design something new and interesting, but for the moment, I really just need rockets badly. Because now I'm working on flying all over the place, and I don't have the supplies yet. Let me just drop off some things here. Dirt, scaffolding. I don't remember if I have a place for scaffolding yet. But I don't think we're going to need it for anything else. We're just going to leave it for the moment. And then for anybody who wasn't here last week, we'll go take a quick peek down here. We'll say hi to the golems. Correct, Tato. So the mob spawning works a little differently on Bedrock. And so, although I think the mechanics will work the same as far as, like, it will spawn creepers and it will kill them, it's not going to work nearly as fast. And I don't know if there are any other things that might cause issues. I'm not sure. Yeah, so these guys have all started to oxidize, as you can see, and from my understanding, eventually they'll stop moving and turn into statues, because we are updated to the latest snapshot. So there's a good chance that pretty soon these guys stop working entirely, and that actually is exactly why we're going to make our next farm. Last week, it was Demama, Mediocre, and Leah were all here. And as things were winding down, we went and we collected some beehives. And I got a few more, actually, this last week. But we were talking in the stream about wouldn't it be nice if the bees' nests actually showed their honey level. And ironically, we went and looked, and they do. That's one of the changes they're making. So, so we can see that now. Don't remember which one it's in here. But in the last snapshot, it was also crashing the game. They fixed that. But you can now see that it shows the bee level and the honey level. Yep, I can scrape them with the axe and knock off the oxidation. Demama, no, they don't move slower, but eventually they'll stop moving entirely. You can still scrape them to get them back, but I can also wax them. So I need to go ahead and make a honey farm. And this one is actually super easy. I just need to dig a hole in here, and I just marked out with some torches where we need to do that. So I'm going to clear out this area, 12 blocks wide, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm counting wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we just need to dig a little area into the side of the hill here. Yeah, DJ Brunch, that's something that I've been waiting on for a long time. I mean, there's like mods and add-ons that do that, and it seems so simple. Like, why didn't they just add it? It was just so ironic because we were having that very same discussion on stream, and then we grabbed and we're like, oh, they did add it. Hello, welcome back, Frank. Frank, we finished up a creeper farm, and we're going to see about getting honey. So, I need to go 5 deep, and I think I'll do that starting from here. Back from the dead. Yeah, you're back, and you even got a crown? Why is that, huh? Why are you always getting the crown, Frank? Is that because you come a day early and leave a comment? Yeah, they fixed the bug in the very next snapshot, which is good because it was something. It's the first time I've ever gone myself and gone to their bug report page and actually submitted a report, because to me that was a pretty big deal. Something that was meant to be quality of life, and now it's just crashing your game. Frank has respawned. Yes, you are. I can always count on you, and I definitely appreciate that. So, we're gonna dig out a 3x5 in here. Yeah, he sandbags it, Tato. I noticed before I even started the stream, I did have one like, so I just kind of guessed, maybe that was him. I don't know. Could have been somebody else. All right, now let's see if I can remember how to do this. We need this one to stay here, and then we need to go get materials. We're gonna start with the dispensers. We're gonna dig out a little trench here. And we're gonna drop all our dispensers right along the roof. Is it just me? Do I hear a zombie villager hiding in here somewhere? Probably a cave back in here. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. Let's start with... Let's do these next. What's funny is, I'll say this, as somebody who spent a lot of time playing Java, I don't think that Bedrock is any buggier. I think that it's just that the Java community for so long has, kind of been accepting of certain bugs. I need slabs. Do I not have a crafting table? Tell me, out of all this stuff, I seriously didn't bring a crafting table? That's ridiculous. And no wood either? Guys. I'm gonna steal that one right down there. I know, Tato, there are definitely plenty of those people. I don't think it's as many as you might think, because as usual, just like with so many other things we have going on today, it's the people who want to stir up crap that are the most vocal. So it's all right. You have me, you have Damama. I know there are a few others too, even. Andy, why Stormy? Why are you throwing Stormy under the bus, huh? Let's also go ahead and put the bed down, just because I know we're gonna need it. And we can leave some light in here too, I think. Let's see. Here and here. We need slabs here. And we need redstone. Believe me, I wish people would remember that sometimes. At the end of the day, the reality is that the two editions are over 90% the same. I mean, the things that people get weird about are usually things that are subjective, or they're just not that big of a deal, you know? Like, there are definitely things. There are mechanics that I prefer in Java, like the shielding and the swimming and stuff. But then, you know, there are certain other things that I notice that Bedrock does better, and it would be foolish to deny that. I'm not going to be able to get out of here. I'm going to have to make myself a little bit more room. The bridging is one that I personally don't care about that much, actually. I used to think that it would be so much better to do it the Bedrock way, and then I find that there are enough situations where I specifically want to be facing backwards that it really just comes down to you've learned the habit and it works fine, so who cares? But I do know that a lot of people wish that that feature was parity, or was given parity. Okay, so we got our redstone there and there. Now we need some blocks, which I think I already have. And the offhanding is another one where it's like some people use it a lot, and I really don't. If you watch me play, it's very rare that I do put anything in my hands other than specifically a totem or a shield. So although I do think it would be nice, I just don't worry about it that much, you know? The exception to that would be I've done some challenge runs, and when you're limiting yourself in certain ways, then it comes in really handy. Because I've been in runs where there was no way I was going to get a shield or a totem, and in that case, then I'll put food in my offhand. So I think these would be pretty easy things for them to do. I actually have already recorded it's something I've been talking about doing for a long time, but I recorded a script that is really about what features could be swapped from one edition to the other or combined in order to kind of increase the difficulty spread, so that you can get more players invested. Oops, I did this backwards. Yeah, well, Damama, that's because you don't know how to use a shield. Hold on. Let's do this. Yeah, and that's a big part of it, Andy, is when you get used to something, it is so hard to change. Tranquil right now is playing with keyboard and mouse for the first time. I think Tato's been doing that too, right? And I get it. I watch Tranquil. I see you click like you're gonna hit something when you wanna use it, and I know exactly what's happening, right? Okay. There's one other thing I didn't grab either, did I? I didn't grab a chest. What am I even doing with my life? Oh, you know what? That's fine. We don't need this tree here. We're gonna put prettier trees up in a minute. So we'll just make the chest. Yeah, we know. We know all about your shield habits. I will call out to Mama, but she calls me out like every chance she gets. And I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Stormy called me out. I mean, it wasn't subtle. All right, so we can close all this off. Most of you guys have probably built one of these or something similar, but there's 5 pieces of redstone dust is the quickest path for any of these. So when the beehive gets full, it will signal the dispenser, and for right now, we're just going to be using shears. 87%. I missed that. I didn't see what the 87% thing was. I always look forward to going back and reading the chat later on. Okay, I need to clean some stuff up here. I don't have a lot of room. But we're gonna make a whole bunch of shears. There's my iron. This is another one, though, that I do wish that... Oh, come on. Now it's not even working for me. Well, so much for that. Just ignore me. Should be able... There we go. The keyboard and mouse quick move... That doesn't want to work very well for me today. That's interesting. Now we got you guys going. Yeah, I will take a shield before any other piece of armor. And then after that, I will take a bucket before any other piece of armor. Okay, how many we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need shears here. Stormy, are you talking about the water bucket? When you mentioned the clutch? Like those are handy, but I do think too there's actually a lot of other good things you can do with the water bucket that can save you in a situation. Whether it's just getting down somewhere when you're caving, or You know, whether it's like, I want stone. Pushing some mobs away from you, or keeping the creeper from exploding something that you worked hard on. Climbing, yes. I love using it for climbing too. I think that one is worth practicing. Alright, somewhere in here I have... I thought I had... Oh, there they are. I wanted to make this at least not so plain looking. So I thought those would look nice above the beehives. Bed clutch in the nether is not bad. Although, I'd probably still opt for a snow bucket. Mediocre's moment with the boat was funny, but it was also heartbreaking. That was a rough one. That was definitely a rough one to watch. Because she is actually a good player. And she would have been just fine. She would have been just fine. Oh, so Frank, that's funny that you say that. You say Cherry B area, because those are exactly the type of trees that I wanted to get planted out of over here. Oh no. Oh no. Dropped a bed in the nether, huh? Dad, if you're still on, when you started playing, did you have anybody trying to troll you that way, trying to tell you to bring a bed to the nether? I don't remember. Let's get rid of this. Maybe about there. Yeah. I know, because I remember over Scott over on his channel, the Easy Mode channel, he had some folks trying to do that, and thankfully he had some other people that were like, nope, they're messing with you, don't do it. So I get to use some of these flowers we picked up the other day too. And I went and I grabbed some of these as well. Oh, they are on it. Oh, hello. Hello. This is where, oops, where you don't want to hit the wrong button. Oh, sorry. I mean, not sorry. I guess you love it, but it still scares me because even though I know I'm clicking the right button, they're all up in the way. Okay, all right, guys. I should have done this before I placed your beehives. Clearly. Get some of the big ones in here. Oh, I have more petals. Let's do some more petals. So I decided to let these guys free roam. Okay, you are just... Hi. I feel like I'm the object of like some weird native worship. Or like Star Wars when C-3PO is being called the Golden God or something. Excuse me. I'm trying to do something here. Don't push me off. Don't push me off. Okay, you guys. Look, I just want to place a few more. You're going to do this the entire time. And I'm accidentally breeding them. That was not the plan. Ah! Okay, I already have things there. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably true, Tato. In this situation, I think death by bees would be anybody. Like, I want to break that torch right now, and I am too scared to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not breaking anything until these guys go back in their hives. Alright, greedy gusses. That's probably good for those. Let's get some roses up here for the mama. I do like the pink and purple combination of lavender and stuff, but the red mixes in really well with this as well. I want to put it right there. No. Okay, got it. And then what were the ones that I hadn't done yet? I hadn't done the peonies. Peonies. I swear these bees are gonna make me fall to my death. That's pretty good, I think. Put one there. Alright, I need to get these things out of my hand. Okay. Go back and do your business. You have work to do. It should be. We were talking about that the other day. Actually, in fact, I think one of the things I was saying is that Intrepid Tato, I wish he was in charge of creating new achievements because he's so good at it. Okay. They are... Alright. I think I can escape now. Let's try and get a little look at this. It's kind of hidden back there, but the cherry trees make this interesting little like hidden bee area. So I think that'll be cool. Oh. Listen. Listen. Holes are a serious problem, okay? Okay? I would rather fight a wither than parkour through a course that had tons of little tiny holes in them. Alright, let's move out of here and get organized for a second, and we'll go work on the main farm. Yes, you saw nothing. Nothing. But you guys, you're a long way from home. Okay, I think we're actually pretty good to go with some of this stuff. Let's just get rid of anything we don't need. Oh, they definitely need new ideas. What did you come up with? Ride the lightning? What was the other one? Checkerboard parkour. I would do it. That would be definitely worthwhile. Okay, this is where we got a bunch of extra stuff. We can put extra stuff away in here, including the water bucket. Okay. I think we're gonna need that and that to start with. Yeah, I think that's good for the moment. Not gonna need the bed. I'm trying to remember what it was. Sleeping with the fishes? Was it sleeping with the fishes? I think that's at least one of them. We should hire a secretary. All right, so let's see if I can get this last one done in time, because I'm trying to do this by memory. But the other issue that I've been having, you'll notice there's not much change over here. And that's, a lot of that has to do with the fact I still haven't finished enchanting my tools. I don't have a really good way to get XP. So I'm going to make an Enderman farm in the end. And as I was playing around with what I wanted to do with it, you know, because it's not a new design for me, I was pretty sure that I could build the whole thing in less than a half hour. Probably. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Maybe maybe I could go throw something in the bug tracker saying that that the achievements are old and stale and that they need to hire Intrepid to make new ones. Frank, in Java, it definitely is. The same farm, kind of like with the creeper farm, will work in Bedrock, but because of the way mobs spawn, it's a lot slower. So we are going to do one thing immediately, though, here. We're going to take advantage of our options, and we're going to change our sneak to toggle. And we're going to go ahead and put things back on here. We are going to keep the rockets in our hand just in case. I don't think I really need the shield for anything either. So, to start, we need to go out 128 blocks from the end island here. Now, one of the things I saw on one of the latest incarnations of this was that there were some players on Bedrock trying to do it, and on Bedrock, your simulation distance affects where mobs despawn. So if it's on its like default setting, that should technically be enough, but some people actually turn that up to a higher number of chunks, and if you do that, your mobs could theoretically still be up there on the island farther away than they would be on Java. And so if you do that, then you definitely want to make sure that you go out farther than 128. Most people will also tell you to go down, like way down by the void to do this. Because on Java, enemies are supposed to spawn more at lower levels. But what a lot of people don't realize is that actually has to do with the block count. And since you're all over void, there's not that big of a difference, actually. So from here, see if I can remember what I'm doing. William Shatner is a creature on the plane. He's calling lightning to hit the plane. I haven't seen that one. But then again, that's been a while. I think we're gonna go back, and I think we're gonna make this three wide right now, and not wait till later to do it. So, because knowing me, I'll look over to read chat, and I'll fall off, and y'all will be yelling at me to fly away, and of course, I won't see that until I'm in the void. So let's not do that. Let's try not to do that. Let's go ahead and just stage our stuff out here. Oh. So I'm gonna do the same thing on each side though with these guys. And this is just because I already kind of do have an aesthetic that I want. You'll see a lot of people do this with like glass or leaves, but really the whole point is for it to not be spawnable, so use whatever you want as long as it's not spawnable. Mr. Ald. If you want to be super crazy about this, there's also a way to teleport proof stuff so that Endermen can't actually teleport onto them. But if we do this right, every single Enderman is going to be a one-hit kill, so it's not going to matter. Yeah. Demama's been using that one for a while. She cooked that up months ago. One-hit doodles. So Tato, I mean, if I recall, the professor on Gilligan's Island was like one of the only two well-adjusted characters on that show. Everybody else was a little bit insane. Alright, so we're gonna do... We need the stone cutter, I think. Yeah. I need to look at something real quick here. Actually trying to remember what I wanted the bottom to look like. Okay. That's true. Yeah. Well adjusted as in he wasn't crazy. Everybody else was neurotic. But Tato's right. He also was the most boring one. So now I'm kind of taking it personally. I don't know anymore. Kind of hurt my feelings. Oh well. Oh well, I'll get over it. So I don't think we're going to need this one. Nope, I don't think we need anything out of there. We will... Yeah, we'll need that stuff. So we'll take those things. Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. Ah, gotcha. You know, you can try to backpedal, Kato. It's not going to work. But it's fine. It's totally fine. I mean, I'm going to forgive you in, 45 minutes anyway. So, don't worry about it. Let's see. I don't want that quite like that. We have 3. We're going to go 3 more on each side. I'm estimating when the stream's over, Tato. That's what I'm talking about. I'll give you crap about it while we're on stream, and then I'll let it go immediately. Okay. Now, what we need to do in here is we're going to fill out a couple of layers to stand on. So, let's get rid of those. I'm going to lose some. That's just too bad. Stormy, have a good night at work. I think you're working late, but I appreciate you taking the time to stop by. I know it's a little tougher for you. Toggle sneak, Damama, toggle sneak. When you spend time doing projects like that, you learn it and you learn to love it. I thought I had something. You know what? It's fine. We're just going to do a little bit more of these. Oh, yeah, the judgmental cows. I think the thing that cracks me up about Stormy is how he's always saying like, "Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to, I don't know about talking and whatnot." And then he has a pretty natural sense of humor, actually. No, we can use that one. Okay, so I know I want to do that. And then I know I want some walls in here. And then the aesthetic part, we'll put them in the middle as well. Okay. Okay, maybe I might worry about finishing that part later so that I can just... So I can just focus on the middle here. Was it? That was a commercial? Let's see. So this is 1, or no, this is a half. This is 1.5, that's 2. I want some slabs over my head. That's gonna be that level there. Nope, that's not right. That's not right at all. It's gotta be there. Well, I mean, Andy, if that's the only reason, then, you probably see that it's one of those things that just you kind of get used to. Videos themselves, can be a little bit easier too, just because the fact that you can edit out any of the dead time that you don't want in there. When you're doing live streaming, that's to me that's a lot more nerve-wracking, and you know, I probably judge myself most harshly, just as I'm sure many people do. And in any case, the wonderful thing about the group that we have is that we kind of have created this built-in audience. And no, it used to be that you had to have a certain number of subscribers. Do you need to have a certain number of views? I'll have to double check that. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think that's only for mobile. If you want to be one of those folks that are out and about doing the like social media influencer thing, you do have some hard thresholds that you have to pass. But I think if you're streaming from your home, I don't think that's the case. So we're gonna go here, I think. That's 3. So, personal experience, the gameplay stuff isn't that bad. When I do a video where I am explaining things, or I'm, you know, it's like the video essay style, I will say 100% that I do so many takes. Sometimes I'll start talking and I get tongue twisted. So what I wanted to do here... I don't even think I need those. I'm just gonna fill this in for right now. If I want to change the way it looks later, I can do that. The outside's not bad. The biggest part here is about making sure we don't fall out of it, and that the Enderman can't hit us. So actually, I want... Definitely feel like I'm missing something here. I think another... Can I fit under this block? No. So it's got to be slabs. Well, okay, Tato, thank you. All right. I'll forgive you right now, then. I'll forgive you right now. That was very nice of you. And Dad, I do know that you love this soundtrack. I do remember that. I think we went to the end. Was it last week or the week before we went to the end? Because I do specifically remember you saying that. Okay. Now, here's where it gets a little bit interesting. What we want from this platform here, we want to go up. We want exactly a 41 block drop. And the reason for that is because Endermen have 40 hit points. Oh, okay. Feel free. So we have 1, 2, 3 to start, and then we need to build up quite a ways. So what I'm gonna do here. Oh, I already forgot what I'm doing. Yeah, there are not a lot of barriers anymore to streaming, to get started at least. It's really just your comfort level with it. So what did I say? I said that was 3. Let me make sure I get this exactly right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I'm wearing my Elytra, so this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's 40, but I'm gonna leave one open at the top because we're gonna do a different layer up there. So now I just need to I did not have my rockets in my hand. That was scary. Okay. I don't know. Brave and foolish are two things that are very different and look very similar. Thank you, Mediocre. Yeah, I like, since we're doing Enderman, I really like the idea of going with like a black and purple. Even though the contrast obviously isn't as good against the void, but it's enough. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be not paying attention when I walk out here. And yeah, Tato, that's exactly why I was, as soon as I did that, I was like, that was incredibly stupid because I did not, in fact, hold on. These should be in my hotbar so that if I do fall, I can catch myself. I think as far as actual episodes, only once ever have I built a farm in a video. And unfortunately, this is why. It's because when you are building farms, there are a lot of sort of tedious parts. It's probably okay for a stream, because have you guys to talk to me and give me the opportunities to say something. You guys just think I'm calm. That's why I have the fan over there. That's so that I'm not sweating. That way you can't tell the difference. Why are there Endermen there? What did I miss? Oh, I messed something up down there. I messed something up. Oh dear. Well, we're gonna have to go down there and take care of that in a minute. Let me just make sure I have somewhere to stand up top before we do that. DJ Brunch, are you normally playing on Bedrock or Java? And am I seriously out of purple glass? Did I miscount? I'm a little bit surprised then. Okay. I mean, they're kind of the oldies but goodies, I guess you would call it. I didn't bring enough glass. I don't think I'm gonna go get some more, though. I think I'm just going to adjust this. Because I do have... Well, I probably have enough stuff. I don't have Silk Touch, so any glass I break is gone. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alright. Well then let's just do this for right now. I will have to do something about that later, because I don't want it to be this way. But it's gonna be okay. I am not gonna give myself a hard time about it. So, So, Dad, I actually like cobblestone. And now don't get me wrong, I don't like using it in a lot of situations because it's just too common, but I think it goes well with a lot of other things. It's a really good base layer block. Oops. Let's go ahead and drop one of these now, too, so we don't forget, huh? Okay. See? MGP knows. Alright, so what I want to do here, depending on who tells you how to build this, they'll tell you to go either 8 or 13 blocks more on each side. I think well, I don't know. Let's just see how many blocks we have first. We'll just do 8 at first and see how that goes. Let's also make... Wrong button. Wrong button. At least you weren't talking about netherrack, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make sure we torch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cobblestone is very versatile. It's not pretty per se, but it is definitely, let's just say that because of its like sort of basic nature, it actually fits into a lot of block palettes. But I have the same problem with stone brick, that I like it and I have to be careful not to overuse it because I do think it goes well with a lot of other things, and then I'll find myself looking at something and being like, oh, maybe I should have thought about that some more and chosen something different. I'm really concerned that I didn't bring enough blocks. Did I have any in the other one? No. No. I like the mossy too, but you know, it does end up with the same problem, which is how much do you use, right? If you do the whole thing mossy, then it's too much. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes there's not enough rocks. So you guys watching Damama's video have probably noticed she's got a pack that allows her to do things like andesite or polished andesite and diorite bricks, which I think is actually kind of cool. I really wish that were a feature. So where are we? We're one past. Okay, I'm gonna go 7 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure that we keep dropping torches because we do not want to deal with these mobs before we're done. I'm still trying to figure out what I messed up down there. I thought I did bottom slabs, but maybe I did top slabs. I am pleasantly surprised to see them making all the changes to copper. There's already people talking about like, well, hey, why don't we do that to iron too, right? Like, why don't we get the iron mesh grates? Which, I mean, to be fair, I do think would be very cool. I don't know that they're actually going to do that, but who knows, right? So... I will say that Blackstone is still one of my favorites. But like most things, you still got to be careful with it, because like it's super dark, so it doesn't go with everything. Yeah, I do think the iron grates would look really cool. And I'm the same way. One of the biggest reasons I stick to vanilla most of the time, a lot of times has to do with items above everything else. I like having more biomes. I think that's a lot of fun. I've played some of the ones that add biomes and dimensions and stuff, and they're definitely enjoyable. But you start adding all those blocks, and I mean, people already complain that we've got an inventory management problem, right? Well, Dad, is that an idea that is a surprise for us, or are you just gonna say that and leave it at that? I can't believe I didn't bring enough. Okay. Well, luckily we have a very easy landing platform here, so how are we doing on time? Am I going to finish this? I got 20 minutes. I can do this. I can do this, guys. We're almost there. I just need to make sure I have some more blackstone and figure out what I messed up down here. So actually, maybe pull these out. Okay. Triple check that I'm wearing what I think I'm wearing. Alright. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys, I don't like this. Okay. Like that. So what did I do here? Oh, I didn't slab it. Gosh darn it. Okay. Come on. No, that's fine. Let's just slab all this real quick. Maybe that was why I had intended to use the crying obsidian there. Should just push him off. Bye-bye. Oh, gosh, don't do that. Go away. Go away. Is that all that I have? I think that's all of it. Alright, we're gonna have to make a trip back home. Okay, you can just stay there. That's fine. I'm not even worried about you right now. Concrete molds, huh? That could be fun. Doodles are my arch nemesis, Damama. Well, you were here last week. You saw me clear out that cave back there, too. You know... Oh my goodness. There's so many of them. Oh! Here's a fun fact, too, now. So, since this is all about testing, right? Let's... we can land on the Happy Ghast. I have to test that on Bedrock. Well, I'm too far away, but you can also glide down and mount if you time it right too. Dad. You know, one of my favorite things that we did on the Dadlands to date was that silly little emerald block. The one block that was way the heck up there. That was a lot of fun. Oh gosh. Oh no. I am pretty much out of blackstone. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I love how so many of us literally... I don't remember what my plans were for that day, but I dropped what I was doing for like an hour just to go stand up there with like Mediocre and MGP. Like, that's pretty much all I did that day. Was like, oh, okay, I guess today we're gonna land on a block and just hang out. Oh, I'm glad you guys got a little video of it too. Man, maybe that needs to be like an annual celebration. The annual one block celebration. Yeah, you got some too, huh, Dad? Dinnerbone was there the last time I went over there. I don't remember how long ago that was. You know what? Oh, wait a second. Oh. Yeah, the opposite of a one block hole. Oh my goodness. A fence post on top? You're crazy. Oh, Tato, I know you're down for that one. You would love to try that, right? We had quite a few splats, and don't worry, it wasn't just you. A candle. A candle. I mean, while you're at it, you might as well just make it an iron bar or a chain or something. How are we doing there? Okay, I got at least another stack. I feel like I should get a few more. Maybe one more stack? Listen, if we change it to a candle, there's got to be a prize or something. There's got to be an incentive. Oh, there's the lava. Like, I think that's probably enough, but at the same time, I really don't want to go there and find out that I didn't bring enough and have to go back. You know, what we could do, though, instead of trying to make it smaller, just make it less visible. Oh my goodness, there's more. Make it a block of black stained glass or tinted glass. See how that works. That's one way to do it, right? Oh, somebody's shooting at me. Alright, you go about your business. Oh my goodness. All right. So I have a birthday cake with the candle way in the sky. Everybody has to on their birthday. So we torture people on their birthday, huh? That's the way we're going about this. I see. We're just gonna torture people for their birthday. All right. All right, we need to see about getting this finished. We're so close. Torture. That's pretty accurate. I mean, I know, you know, growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was very common where, like, your birthday, you know, your birthday, you'd get, like, punched or spanked or some version of something that wasn't enjoyable, right? But, but I don't know about, like, being forced to take part in a ritual that could have you working on it for hours. Okay, so let's fill that in, and then let's get up top and try and finally wrap this up. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Endangered sheepwood. Oh. Yeah, we, ironically, when we were kids, we weren't treated with kid gloves. That's for sure, right? Okay, let's see what we have in here now. We're gonna need those pearls in a minute, but first we gotta make a thing. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need those. I'm gonna need some kind of a disposable block, like maybe dirt. Maybe some dirt. And we'll go ahead and put our trapdoors down. No, actually. No, just aesthetics. That's really it. You're right, I could have done it with half as many blocks if I had chosen to just use slabs instead. But no, when I fly into it, I guess I'm just used to seeing it being thicker. So that would have been smart, for sure. Okay, so let's see. I want the chain on here. And let's pull out the other things we need to, because I'm going to have to climb up here in a moment. Where was it? That and that. Okay. Okay, so, I know, DJ Brunch, you were saying, I think, that you hadn't seen this one. So, you may already know this, but just in case you don't, we want the double carpets because that actually keeps the Enderman from being able to teleport up here. And that's really important for what we're doing. I hope they wouldn't do that. I don't know. And then what we're going to do is we're going to we're gonna try to spawn and trap an endermite, because those dudes hate the endermites. Which one? Shoot, where was it? The middle was this one. Okay, I should have gone the other way. I'm just making a really ugly random platform. The specifics of it don't matter. We're just trying to have a place to spawn this guy and block him in. And I have I gotta be really careful though. I'm wearing thorns. Oh, that's not good. Okay, it's on most of my stuff. So maybe if it's just on my pants. Alright. These guys can be surprisingly dangerous. So what I gotta try and do here is spawn one, name tag it. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Thought I had an idea, but I think it's not gonna be worth it. So let's see. Kind of want to put this back on, but here's what we'll do. We'll take the pants off. Oh, he's here. He's here. I need to get him. There we go. No. Okay. I think I managed to do it without without killing him. Okay. So, we can probably put the pants back on. The question is, did I get him on the correct side or not? No, I need to push him over the other way. Okay. So I'm going to take my thorns back off. So I brought a lot of pearls because I've had a lot of trouble getting them to spawn, but I found out in some of the things that I've done in the past that if you're too close to somewhere and you're trying to spawn one of these guys, no thorns on my boots. Then, then the mob cap can be filled and they won't spawn. Okay, go. That should work. We can probably put our armor back on now. Should be a Gurg. So what should happen here, if we did this right, is he should fall right onto the carpet, and that's where he's gonna stay. And that actually means that we are almost done now. I just need to clean up. So I usually name my endermite Gary, and I have no great reason for that. I guess in my mind it's a little bit like this snail from SpongeBob. And just, I don't know, just makes me laugh to have an endermite named Gary. But there's really no rhyme or reason to it, honestly. So, if we've done everything right, we should put our elytra on so that we don't forget about it. And we should get these in our hand, because we're basically going to clear out down here. And we're just going to put all this stuff away, pretty much. I'll sort through everything later. Oh, before I take those lights off though, there's just one other thing that I'd like to do, and it's not totally necessary. It's just a personal preference. A lot of times, if you were to see this built, you would also see it with hoppers here to catch the pearls, so that you can have a little machine that tosses them into the void, so you don't get lag. But I don't really plan on using this enough to care too much about that. So I still put carpets over it just for fun, but oh, we don't want that either. I think we're good. These are all bottom slabs. They can't reach me in here. Let's turn this thing on, and let's also forget. Toggle sneak will actually mess me up if I leave it on when I don't actually need it. It was me getting a text message and forgetting that I was flying. So now, as soon as we move away, Endermen will start spawning out here. We can probably see if we go... Are we going to be far enough out here? Maybe not quite. But anyhow, they're going to spawn. They're going to get... they're going to get mad at the Endermite. And they are going to try and chase it. But instead fall down the hole. Oh gosh. Oh, I have no reference points. I do not like flying over the void. Oh, and there they are. Yeah. So, if you wanna spawn-proof the end from Enderman, all you need is the same, like a light level of 1. It's how I did a lot of my project, was just with buried light. But so this is gonna be a little loud. I'm not gonna do this very much, but there we go. Like so. Yeah. I forgot about that. Hold on. What I can do, I didn't even think about that. Let's temporarily turn this down. Let's turn it way down. See how it is now. That's better. So just make sure, if you're trying this on bedrock, I would, just to be safe, I would always go out a bit farther than this, depending on, if you can still see Endermen spawning on the main island from where you are, or if they haven't despawned, then we're too close. The other thing is that the mob cap is lower per player. That's still loud. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, we are gonna get out of here. Oh, I'm almost at... Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Real quick. Because I'm so close to 30. Yep, there we go. I don't think you should have to go 200. But again, there's nothing wrong with doing it. You got plenty of room over the void, right? So, I think it's totally fine to go pretty much as far as you want. Is that the noisiest farm you can make? Probably. Oh man. All right, you guys. Well, we just barely did it. Managed to fit that in 2 hours. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys had a good time. I know it was a little different today. It's weird for me to just sit and build things. And not have the opportunity to fall into 1-block holes and be attacked by random mobs, but yeah, I definitely wanted to do this because I think it helps us set up potential future projects. I think that's really important, you know. So yeah, I'm glad some of you guys too got a chance to see something that you haven't seen, because it sounds like that this is new to some of you, which is fantastic, because again, that's part of the best part about doing this series is just playing around and doing things that like maybe everybody doesn't know. So yeah, there's plenty of tutorials out there. I know I wasn't really talking about all of them and how they work, but if you are ever curious, you can ask me. I'm not as up to date maybe on some of the newer ones. And always one of the biggest things to keep in mind is when it comes to Bedrock, the way mob spawning works on Java is all one big messy calculation. On Bedrock it's two, and they're smaller. And so there's like a difference between like surface and underground mobs on Bedrock. So you'll see that if people are doing tutorials, a lot of times on Java, they'll dig them way down underground, whereas on Bedrock, they'll do them up in the air. Doesn't make that much of a difference when you're doing something over the void, because there's no ground around you. But yeah, just keep in mind when you're looking for those things, make sure that the tutorials you look for specifically either say that they're for one edition or the other, or if they work for both. A lot of times people will forget to put that caveat in there that they'll build it on Java and be like, look, it's really awesome, it works for both. And then people are like, mine doesn't work that way, and they don't understand. So, yeah. All right, guys, I am going to head out for the day. But not first of all, I guess, but finally, thank you, all of you. Lots of people on today, and I always love hanging out with you guys. So it's really cool. It's cool to see Frank back. Cool to see Andy make it again. Tranquil, all the folks who couldn't make it last week, and I know even some of you guys that didn't have a lot of time. So awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I will see you online. Oh, and of course I went ahead and added Stormy's image here that he created. I thought it was too good to not use. So enjoy. Have a great weekend, you guys. I'll see you later.